Hello, welcome to my channel. A couple updates for you. I'm actually leaving my office. My lease expires. Wow, that door is loud. My lease expires at the end of this month, so I will be moving out of here. I will probably be moving my office space into the basement area near where I have my workbench and stuff like that. Another temporary space until my house gets built. Another thing is I'm getting closer and closer to 1,000 subscribers, 877. And over here, I have, move this yoga mat, the fit, frame, fork, wheels, and I will have both tires as a giveaway once I get to 1,000 subscribers. So that's still on. It might take another month or so before I get to 1,000. But when I get to 1,000, I will be doing a giveaway for the Fit 22. And what's cool about that is if you have a 20-inch BMX bike, all you'll need is this kit, and you can switch over all your parts and try out 22 and see if you like it. And if you don't like it, you can switch all your parts back to your 20-inch. If you do like it, build yourself up a 22 or you already did or whatever you want to do. So yeah, it's pretty cool. So looking forward to giving that away here in a month or so, whatever it takes to get to 1,000. And so as far as my land goes, things are taking a little longer than I expected. So what's going on there is, we do have a supply shortage. Prices are really high, things like that. So I meet with my builder again this Thursday. I'll be going up to Cayuna. I'll do a bunch of filming while I'm up there too. But I'll have some more updates on what's going on with that. I don't expect like my house to start getting built or anything like that till closer to fall or maybe in fall. So other plans are going to be, I got to work on ways to clear it. I've been thinking about buying a brush mower, all this stuff, because there's a bunch of small growth in there now, and it makes it really hard to be there because there's a lot of bugs and ticks and things. So I need a brush mower. I need something cleared out so I can continue building my jumps and stuff like that. So more updates on that coming this weekend. And then I got another thing to update you on is on Facebook in one of these Minnesota mountain biking groups, there was somebody who posted a link to this fat bike that Costco is selling for around $400. And so I posted on there and said, oh, that's about the price of a really nice dropper post, right? They must have cut some corners, right? I got some pushback or flack for making that post, and a few other people kind of criticized it and got some pushback. And some people were calling us elitists, like we're these elitists that think you have to buy $1,000 or $2,000 bike, whatever, right? And that's really not the case, at least not with me. What I do is, or what I believe, and the reason I make those comments is I want people that are buying bikes or new to the sport or whatever to be very aware of what they're getting into. I'm fine if somebody buys that fat bike from Costco, but I want them to know what they're buying and that it's not the same as the $1,500, $2,000 fat bikes we're riding, like the Salsas and the Surleys and all the nicer fat bikes. There's a reason those bikes cost that much. They're not just marked up that price for no reason, and there's a reason this bike from Costco only costs $400. So what I decided to do is I ordered that bike from Costco, and I'm gonna get it and I'm gonna review it and I'm gonna compare it to my fat bike and maybe another one that's more modern, because mine's like 2015, 2016. But I've done a bunch of upgrades to it. It's a specialized fat boy. And then I know of a 2020 Muckluck that I can compare it to. And I'll just talk about the differences. And I'm not going to poo-poo anybody who buys a $400 fat bike from Costco. But what I really want is I want them to know what they're getting into. I want them to realize, yes, they're getting a cool bike that they can ride or whatever, but it's not anywhere close to as good as a $1,500 bike. So that's coming up I should get that bike Tuesday, Wednesday of this week. Since I'm leaving for Cuyuna, I don't know when I'll get around to building it and reviewing it, probably within the next couple of weeks. But it's going to be my first true, buying a bike, comparing it to what I have and kind of doing that review. There's a few YouTube channels that do things like that, like they'll buy a BMX bike from Walmart and ride it and kind of show how like crappy it is. And if that's all people can afford, great, I get it. They're getting into the sport, but I just want people to know what they're getting into, because a lot of people, especially if they're not really into biking or they're new to biking, don't think that there's much of a difference between a big box store, department store bike and a bike shop bike, and the huge price difference. So more on that. Really appreciate you supporting my channel. Please like and subscribe. Peace.